Hi everyone, welcome to today's session. As promised, we're going to be doing a yin session, a much more restorative session. Just a quick few words about yin. So yin is a very slow practice where you would hold each posture for a longer time and you'd let gravity and your body weight really work on the asana and really pull you down or stretch you. So there's comparatively less effort than a traditional yoga asana practice. So for today's practice, keep a couple of cushions handy, and if you have a yoga block, then keep that handy as well. So we'll begin by lying down on the mat. Keep your yoga block with you if you have one. If you don't have a yoga block, just keep a couple of cushions underneath your lower back. We're going to begin by lying down. So lying down on your lower back, maybe taking your knees towards your chest, doing small circles on your lower back. Just getting used to the hardness of the floor, swaying from side to side. Releasing your feet down, taking your yoga block or a couple of cushions underneath your lower back. And just letting go of your lower back, off your stomach. Feel free to close your eyes down. With most of the yin postures, you can combine the postures and use a ujjayi type breathing practice where you make a sighing sound, big deep breaths in and out. And try to completely relax into that pose. Keeping your awareness on the part that you're feeling the stretch on. Okay, we'll begin by hugging the right knee towards your chest. If you are still comfortable, you can leave that brick under your lower back. Feel free to adjust it to a level where it gives you support. Releasing those arms down, releasing your elbows downwards, a nice easy holding of the right knee. Noticing how the pressure along your back is changing when you've lifted your right knee off. And only if you want to, you can maybe straighten this left leg. And again, noticing, becoming aware of which part of your body, maybe the front of your left leg now, your quadricep, that sort of area is where you're feeling the stretch. Wonderful. Swapping legs, so taking your left foot back towards the mat, taking your right foot back towards the mat, hugging the left knee in, feeling free to adjust that brick underneath you if you need to, closing your eyes down, settling your breathing. releasing your lower back, your shoulders, your elbows. This yin style of yoga is a very restorative practice. It's a gentle practice, suitable for most beginners. Only if you want to straighten this right leg on the mat, and again noticing where you're feeling the stretch now, how that stretch has changed. Bending in this right knee, taking the right foot to the mat, taking the left foot to the mat, and now only if you want to, you can stretch out both of your legs. As an alternative, if this is too strong on your lower back, then just feel free to slide that brick away and it'll straight away get easier. Releasing your palms, your hands, releasing your arms down to the mat. Trying to relax your hips, relax your stomach, soften your face, easy breathing or Ujjayi breathing. Okay, so from here we're going to do the supine butterfly pose. So taking your feet together, letting your knees fall out. Now again, with this supine butterfly pose, if keeping that brick or those cushions under your hips is uncomfortable, then just slide it away. There's no strong do's or don'ts about this. So just trying to release those knees. And for some of us, just lying down in the butterfly pose is already uncomfortable. As an alternative, you can do the constructive rest pose. So taking your feet mat distance apart, letting your knees collapse towards each other. This is a good alternative. Working a different sort of area along your legs, but doing whatever posture that you'll be able to hold for a slightly longer time. Feeling free to close your eyes down. Okay, bringing your feet to the mat, bringing your knees together, lifting your hips gently, sliding that brick away if you've got it underneath your hips. Just taking your knees towards your chest, swaying from side to side. The brick can sometimes be quite strong. It can give you quite strong sensations. Okay, releasing your feet taking them mat distance apart, so roughly slightly wider than hip distance apart, and we're just going to do some movements with our knees. So letting your knees fall to the left, letting your knees fall to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left, and to the right. One more time, to the left and to the right. Wonderful. Bringing your feet and knees together, lifting your feet up so that your legs are at a right angle. You're going to start to release your knees towards the left. Stretch your right hand out. Supine twist, looking to the right. Closing your eyes down. Enjoying that supported twist. Trying to release your right shoulder, your lower back. Bringing your head back to center, lifting your legs, feet up into that right angle again, releasing those knees to the right and looking to the left. Your arms, your hands are spread out. Again, closing your eyes down, softening your face. You don't want to carry any tension in the parts that are not involved in the posture. Now, because this yin practice is a slow, gentle practice where we are holding the asanas for a longer time, you'll notice that your mind tends to wander, especially because quite a few of them are quite comfortable postures. So just like you do in meditation, if you notice that your mind's wandering, then come back to the present. Going back to where you're feeling the sensation. Noticing your breathing. Wonderful. Coming back to center, straightening your legs, straightening your hands overhead, and we're going to go into what is called the moon shape or the banana shape. So all we're doing is we are going to shuffle our legs more towards the left, and I'm going to lift my head and shuffle my hands more to the left so that my body is making like a banana shape. Now, if it is comfortable, you can take one hand on top of the other, you can take one leg on top of the other. Just experiment with it, which leg over the other is comfortable for you. Your head can be facing the same direction, or it can go in the opposite direction. Again, your choice. Again, we will hold. Feeling free to close your eyes, enjoying that side body supported stretch. Relaxing your jaws. Relaxing your eyebrows. Noticing your breathing. Wonderful. Shuffling your head and hands back to center, shuffling your legs back to center. Once you've settled down, we'll do the same posture. We'll do the same posture in the other direction. So now I'm going to shuffle my legs towards the right, lift my head, shuffle my hands and my head to the right, maybe cross one leg over the other, experiment with which one feels better. Take one palm on top of the other, and again your head can go in the same direction, or you can change the direction and look the other way. Once you've settled down, feel free to close your eyes down. Noticing your breathing. If you wish to, you can add the Ujjayi breath here. All of these side body stretches are excellent to improve your lung capacity. The banana pose in particular is great because you're not really taking that much effort. It's a very supported sideways bend. Wonderful. Bringing your head, your hands and your feet back to center. From here, we are going to roll over onto our stomachs. So coming down into the Sphinx pose, elbows underneath your shoulders, fingers spread out. A nice, easy Sphinx. Feel free to shuffle your bottom side to side and just get easy into the pose. So just easing into that pose. Once you've settled down, just stay in stillness. We won't hold this posture for a very long time. Wonderful. So releasing yourself down onto the mat, stretching out your hands. We're going to do an easy needle and thread. So we're going to come up on our fingertips of your right hand. We're going to tuck that left hand underneath and releasing your head down. So releasing the left side of your face downwards. If you wish to, you can stick a cushion underneath your head for support rather than leave your head dangling. So your choice. Coming out of the needle and thread on this side, coming up onto your fingertips on your left hand, tucking this right hand, releasing the right side of your face down onto your mat or onto your cushion and relaxing your hands. Enjoying that gentle hand-shoulder stretch. Lovely. Coming out of the needle and thread. And now we're going to do a supported frog pose. So bending your right knee at a right angle, where your knee is roughly at hip height. If that is too uncomfortable, you can bring it down a bit. And again, we are going to be lying down. So feel free to make a cushion of your hands, releasing your head down. Letting your right leg get completely heavy so that you get a good supported stretch on that inner right leg. Again, closing your eyes down, softening your face, noticing your breathing. Excellent. Straightening this right leg, bending your left knee, bringing that left knee roughly at your left hip height. Again, making a cushion with your hands, maybe changing the direction of your face. And again, closing your eyes down. Completely releasing that left leg to gravity. Breathing through the areas of the hip where you may be feeling a bit of a stretch. Wonderful. Straightening out of this frog pose, we're going to sit up now. So from this sitting up posture, we're going to be lying down on our backs and giving ourselves a supported backwards bend. So feel free to take a big pile of cushions, and all we are going to be doing is we are going to let go of our back on this big pile of cushions. So taking those, adjust the height of the cushions to what is comfortable for you. Take those cushions right behind your back, and then your legs can either be cross-legged or they can be feet on the mat, knees bent. Again, experiment with what's good. And then all you're doing is you're releasing yourself down on those cushions. You can take your hands, you can spread your hands out, or you can take your hands upwards for a bigger opening. Also experiment with whether you want your legs, feet down, cross-legged, or whether you just want to straighten your legs. Even that feels good. Whichever it is, just giving yourself a big supported open heart posture. For some of us, leaving this head dangling feels quite uncomfortable. So feel free to either stick your block or a cushion underneath your head for support. Your hands can be spread out, as I said before. They can be overhead, or they can even be on top of your stomach. Opening your eyes if you've got them closed, supporting yourself to sit up. We're now going to do a complementary posture by folding forward. So either coming into the Vajrasana, the kneeling Japanese posture, or coming onto all fours. I'll just give you a couple of variations. Or coming onto all fours, or even sitting cross-legged and basically folding forward. So you can either just sit cross-legged, fold forward, keep a brick underneath your head, or you can sit in Vajrasana or Virasana, releasing your head down onto your brick. And or lastly, you can come onto all fours, stretch your hands out, leave your hips sticking, release your forehead down to the mat or on your brick or cushion. Choose whichever asana that works for you and that you can hold for a longer duration. And let's go into that choice of asana. Wonderful. Sitting up, and last sort of set of practices to do with stretching is we'll do some neck stretches. Sitting comfortably with your spine nice and straight. If you need to, then sitting on the edge of a cushion, that will straighten your spine straight away. So we're going to begin by releasing our left ear towards our left shoulder. And let go of your head. Maybe starting to press this right shoulder away, press it down. Still keeping your left ear towards your left shoulder. Easy breathing. Using your left hand on the right temple, creating some weight and releasing your head even further down. Wonderful. Releasing your hand away. And now we are going to turn our head to as if you're looking underneath your left armpit. And then taking your left hand at the back of your head, you're creating weight on the head. Releasing your head downwards at that angle. Now the next stretches will look completely different for each of us. So don't worry if your head doesn't necessarily look like mine. Releasing that left hand away, gently taking your left ear towards your left shoulder and slowly, slowly straightening your head. Now take our right ear towards our right shoulder, just like the left side. So releasing your right ear to the right shoulder and let go of your head. Starting to press this left shoulder away, only a gentle pressing, creating a bigger stretch on that left side of your neck. Using your right hand on your left temple, creating weight, releasing your head towards the right. Releasing that hand, turning your head to look towards your right armpit, taking your right hand behind your head, releasing your head at that angle. Releasing that hand away from your head, taking your right ear towards your right shoulder and slowly, slowly straightening your head. So from here we are going to do a slow circle, stopping at various points with our head. So releasing your chin towards your chest and let go. And now starting to roll your head towards the left so that your left ear is on your left shoulder. Let go. From here, starting to release your head, the back of your head on your back. Now for a few of us this may be really uncomfortable. In that case, just keep your head straight. If you can, however, release your back of your head on your back, then go ahead and do that. Starting to roll your head so that your right ear is on top of your right shoulder and let go. Rolling your head so that your chin is back on your chest. In a similar manner, but we're just going to change the direction. So rolling, rocking your head so that your right ear is on your right shoulder. Let go. the back of your head at the back, if you're comfortable doing that, and keeping your head straight. Rocking your head so that your left ear comes on top of your left shoulder. Let go. Rocking your head forward so that your chin is back on your chest. Slowly, slowly straightening your head. So the very last practice of this session, sitting comfortably, I'll call out various parts of our body and we'll do a very gentle awareness practice. Starting from noticing where your legs, your thighs are making contact with the floor. All you're doing is you're just becoming aware of those particular parts. Shifting your attention towards your stomach, noticing your stomach muscles, noticing your stomach. Moving your awareness to the center of your chest. Coming up towards your throat and staying there with your awareness. Shifting your awareness towards your forehead or towards your third eye. The third eye is the space between your eyebrows where you often see Indian ladies wearing their bindi, the dot. And of course, if you're Indian, then where you would wear your bindi or your kumkum. It's a very easy attention on that area. No need to strain your eyes or bring your eyes there or anything like that. Lastly, shifting your awareness to your breathing. And a very brief breathing meditation where all you're doing is you're just keeping your attention around your nostril area, noticing the inhale and the exhale, the air going in and the air going out. gently opening your eyes, coming out of the breath meditation. If you do have time, then feel free to just lie down on your mats for 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes to just deepen this silence that we've cultivated. All of this goes hand in hand, so once your body relaxes, your breath relaxes, and so does your mind. And if your mind relaxes, then of course your breathing is relaxed as well. So yeah, feel free to rest if you have some time. If not, thank you so much for joining me. Do consider subscribing if you're liking the content. And see you next week. I'm hoping to put out a session every week. Feel free to suggest if there is any other sort of practice that you'd like me to cover. Thank you so much for joining me. Bye.